Dude, so I've been thinking about getting into software engineering. You know, good pay, flexible hours, remote work. Seems like the dream job to me. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. But there's a whole lot of stuff that nobody talks about. It's not just sipping lattes and writing code, you know? Really? What's the catch? Well, let me break it down to you. First off, the learning never stops. I mean, you can spend years learning languages like Java or Python, and then when you least expect it, there's a new framework or tech stack that everyone is obsessed about, and now you're outdated. Wait, so you're telling me I'll be studying for the rest of my life? Pretty much. It's just like that meme that says like, oh, I just got comfortable with JavaScript, now there's TypeScript, React, Node.js, and so on. You're always pretty much playing catch up. Like, you're gonna be deep working into a project and then someone comes to you and like, hey, have you heard about this new framework that everyone's using and it's the new standard? And yeah. Whew, that's a little intense. Oh, and debugging? Yeah, nobody warns you about how much time you're going to spend just chasing bugs and trying to fix them. You think you're gonna be building cool new features? Sure, but for every new feature, you're gonna be spending hours, if not days, trying to figure out what that one little piece of code is not working as it should. Days over a bug? Days, dude, like one single semicolon could mess up your whole week. And even worse, when you think that you've actually done it, then something else pops up. It's like the bug is like, hi, it's just me, just kidding, I didn't leave. Yikes, that sounds frustrating. Oh, and that's just the start. There's also the imposter syndrome. You'll feel it, trust me. Even when you're doing good, you'll still feel like you have no idea what the heck you're doing. And everyone around you seems like a genius and that they got it all figured out. Okay, but isn't that just part of starting out? Nope, it sticks around, even when you're working on a new project, a new job, or just with a new framework that you're not familiar with. And there it is, creeping back in. You're just constantly fighting the feeling that you're just not good enough. Wow! What about flexible hours though? That's still a perk, right? Ha, let me guess. You think it's all 9 to 5 and then you log off and that's it. Maybe in some jobs, but a lot of times flexible just means that you're working late at night, trying to figure something out because of a deadline, or you're pulling extra hours because the server crashed at 3 in the morning. Sometimes flexible means working all the time. Okay, but what about working remotely? That part's cool, right? Yeah, remote work is nice, but nobody tells you how isolating it can be. Yeah, you're at home, maybe in your pajamas, very comfortable, but you also don't have coworkers to joke with or anyone to bounce ideas off in person. You'll get cabin fever if you don't make an effort to actually step out of the house, and you have so many meetings. Like, feels that after remote time, we have more meetings than we used to have in person. So many Zoom meetings. Dude, I hadn't thought about that. Oh, and let's not forget communication skills. Nobody tells you how important they actually are. You'll think it's all about being great at coding, but honestly, explaining your code, understanding project requirements, collaborating with your designers, like, there's a lot of stuff there. And that stuff is huge. If you can't communicate well, then your code just won't matter. So it's not just hiding behind the screen, typing away in peace. Nope, you'll spend as much time talking as you do coding, if not more. And sometimes you're gonna have to explain technical things to non-technical people. And that's a special kind of challenge right there. Okay, you're kinda crushing my dreams here. Why do you do it then? I know, it sounds like a nightmare, but here's the thing, it's actually super rewarding. The moment you do solve that impossible bug or you build something cool and you see people actually using it, it's an awesome feeling. And yeah, there's always something new to learn, but that keeps it interesting. It's never boring, to be honest. So you don't regret it? Nah, not at all. You just have to get ready for the reality of it. It's not always glamorous, but it's super worth it if you like problem solving and working on cool new things and creating things. And hey, the pay and mostly job security doesn't hurt either. Okay, you convinced me, but only if you promise to help me with my first bug. Deal, but I'm not promising it'll be easy.